evening. My name is Missy Leanne Knotts, and this is my video to show you guys how to work Animoto. If you don't know what Animoto is, it is a software or application that you can get on your smartphone, your iPad, your tablet, or your computer, and it helps you create videos that can be short and simple or elaborate to whatever you need it to do. This is just going to be a short video to show you how to do the application. You can go to create, where it will give you plenty of templates to actually edit and go in and choose different pictures. They will start with stock pictures and just whatever that stock video was about, like 5 reasons to go to a certain school or the 5 best marketing ideas, whatever the case may be. I chose one that was short and simple, and I was able to go in and change all the pictures, change all the wording, choose my timing for it, how long I wanted to appear on the screen, the music I wanted, and because I'm a cat lover, I decided to make my example about funny cat pics. Of course, this is not the one that I created for the classroom, but this is just a short and simple one for this video to show you how to work this application. So the best thing to do when you're choosing your pictures, little heads up, I ran into a problem with uploading my own that I found on Google or that I had on my personal computer. It takes forever. So if you use the stock images, which aren't always that great, it will upload faster. So for the purpose of this, I use stock images, and these are the ones that I found. I just searched cats, found some ones that I liked, and this is all about funny cat pics. I went into each one, I just hovered over, and this little edit button right here is what I clicked on, and I was able to change my picture. Now I just went over here, clicked stock, typed in cats into Getty, search Getty, whatever, and then I found my kitty. He's right there, and I just drug him over, and he hopped into the middle of the page. And then once that was done, there were some words down here. I clicked on them, and it brought me to the inner text. Or you could have gone over here and clicked on the T beside that photo instead. I just typed in funny cat pics. I could have added a subtitle if I wanted to. I chose not to. Legibility, just make sure that it shades it in for you if the background is a little bit busy and it doesn't let those letters quite pop off the screen as much. You can change the title font. You can change the subtitle. You can change the color of the accent. Sometimes the accent is the legibility. Sometimes it's not. It just depends on the type of text you chose for that slide. And then you click play to make sure that it actually shows up on the screen like it's supposed to, and it does. He's cute. He's smiling. And then I went on to the next screen. I changed the photo to this really cute kitty, and again, I found him on Getty Photos. I just went over here, found him, clicked him, drug him over. And then he kind of reminded me of Mary Kay and that lovely pink Cadillac, so I decided to say number 1. Future Mary Kay, and that's what I typed into this text box. I made sure my legibility was on. I've got it green to offset that pink so it wouldn't get hidden. Now my number 1 used to be white and it was kind of hidden. I'll show you what it looked like. He hides. So the little hashtag, number sign, whatever generation you are, whatever you call it, it disappeared. So I did change that to blue, just kind of offset a little bit because I thought it was pretty. We're going to click play to make sure everything shows up like it's supposed to, and it does, and he's so cute in his pink shoes. Okay, this one decided he was going to be dancing, so I called it ballerina time, and I have a number 2 there, and of course you can see my number 2 is kind of hard to see, so we're going to do that same little trick. We're going to come over here to where it says title, because that's the box that it's in, and we're going to click on it. And we're going to change that to blue so that you can kind of see it up against that kitty cat a lot better. Once we're done with that, we're going to hit play. Make sure everybody shows up. They do. We're good to go. We're going to rock and roll to the next slide. I found this cute little kitty. He was hiding in a bag. I thought he was great because my cats, no matter what toys I buy them, they find the bag and they hide in the bag and they play with the bag a lot longer than they do the toy. So I have the number 3. They always find a bag. And then my number 3 is kind of hidden. So what we're going to do is we're going to change that to blue. doesn't really show up. So you just kind of play around with the colors and see which one does. Purple shows up pretty well on that. So we're going to leave it purple. Now this one, I just thought it was great because the guy's expression, y'all, like he is absolutely disgusted, terrified, something about this poor kitty. Poor kitty. So, and they call cats scaredy because they always do. They see scaredy cat. This cat's braver than that man. Bless his heart. I changed my font to make sure that it showed up. I kept my little green theme going on. Of course, I've got the white background because the picture doesn't quite fit into that square. Now, I could have made the picture better, but I just chose not to. That is just your preference. And again, all of this was done where I entered the text. I changed the legibility. I can make those words bigger. I can change the accent color, all of that. And again, all of my pictures are coming from Getty Images stock on this website because it was a lot easier to download. I found this lovely little fella and all of his yarn that he has played with. Yarn never had a chance. Does it in my house. Does not last long. Again, all I did was type it into that. Legibility, I didn't really need a lot of it there because it is easy to see, so I chose not to turn it on. My numbers are visible, my words are visible, so I don't have to play with any of that. We're going to hit play, make sure everything shows up like it's supposed to. Very good. We're going to go to the next one. This one had a different background. Now, if I wanted to add something, I could. Once I get back into that screen, I will show you how to add another slide onto here. This one, I just put a bunch of kitties in the background. I said, kitties are the best meowers ever because, you know, I also have dogs and they're the best barkers ever. Nobody's better than the other one. So, I have a bunch of lovely little kittens. And then I got my words in green, keeping with the theme. And then I went to my last one, Adopt Your Meow Friend Today. I'm a big believer in adoption. I don't push it on people if you choose not to adopt. If you choose to shop, that is your preference. Merry Christmas to you. Do what makes you happy. But my babies are adopted and rescued. So I do like to let people know that is still an option. But again, it is your preference, and I do not judge either way. Once we're done, we go to close. We see all of our slides. I could have changed the timing by just going over here where it says 8 seconds and clicking on it, and it'll give me a plus or minus sign. They used to be at 5 seconds. I changed them to 8. You can add a block by using this feature right here. You can delete the whole thing by doing that. I'm not going to. You can go over here and choose the style. Obviously, I chose the Hey, I'm Verizon. Or Horizon, not Verizon, Jesus. You could do a landscape or a square. I chose square. Filters. I didn't use one because I didn't really need it for this project, but I may in the present. But it is there for your glorious editing skills. The music that plays with this. They have a lot to choose from. If I wanted to change it, I could go to this, Popular for Education, all of this. I chose not to change it because the music on this one that is, I guess, stock or just the music that's always on these to begin with is Age of Harmony, and it's the symphony music. The only thing I did was I trimmed it down to 1:07 because my storyboard was 1:06. So I put it up to high volume. That way I didn't have to worry about if it was loud enough for the kids, and I can control the volume from my computer instead of having to rely on the website to be loud enough. If my video was a lot longer and I only wanted a minute of that song to play, then I could put it on loop. It says loop automatically here, but it's just going to play one time and be done. So once everything is done, I click save. And then I click preview. And it gives it about 15 seconds to actually go through everything, make sure everything is actually what you created and not what somebody else did. You have to go in and change everything. You can't keep what they kept because that's plagiarism, all that lovely jazz. All of this was my original, so it's showing you my video. I would come down here to where this blue box is and say produce, otherwise you can't do anything with it. And it lets you name it. It gives you the date. It gives you the producer, or you type in the producer name. You can give it a title. I just called it Cat Project. And then description, I said sample for school, and then I said finish. And now I'm not going to replace my video because, again, I created this earlier and I'm just showing you guys how to use it. So I'm going to press cancel. And what I'm going to do is go to my videos. Now, once it is in your videos, you have the option of going down and clicking on it. Now, obviously, it gave me a title, picture, and everything. And when I hover over it, I can go and edit if I wanted to change anything, add anything, delete anything. If I wanted to download it, I could. If I want to share it off on Facebook, I can. If I just want to go to the website, click on it, and let my kids view it, if it was actually for educational purposes, then I would just press play, and it would show me that same video that it did in the preview. So that is it. That is how you work Animoto. It's very simple, very easy. Again, beware of using your own pictures unless you can find a way for Animoto to actually download them and upload them at a faster rate. I had a few issues with that, but other than that, this website is really simple to use. Good luck.